Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Juliana. Today's video is going to be all about how to style your jewelry so that it never looks overdone and it can really elevate your outfit. I personally love jewelry because I think it can really transform your look. And honestly, sometimes it's even more important than clothes. You can have a really basic outfit, but your jewelry and the way you pair it with your clothes takes it to the next level. I'm going to be demoing my styling tips with my own jewelry, so I'll make sure to link the pieces that I show in this video down below just in case you see something you like. But before we get into this video, definitely comment down below which type of jewelry, whether it's like necklaces, earrings, or bracelets, you wear and like most. But yeah, let's get started. Before we even start to pair our jewelry pieces, we gotta figure out which type of hardware will suit you best. And when I say suit best, it just means like which looks most effortless and will never wash you out. This will depend a lot on your undertone. So if you're really warm toned or olive, you're gonna suit gold jewelry best, rather than if you have really cool toned or pinky skin, silver jewelry will be best. For someone who's neutral, you'll be equally flattering in both types. Personally, I have a neutral undertone, so I do wear both gold and silver jewelry, but I prefer gold, as you can tell. If you're not really sure what your undertone is, you can determine it by looking at the veins on the inside of your wrist. If you have green veins, then you're gonna have a warm toned or olive undertone, whereas if you have blue or purple veins, then you're more cool toned. Whereas if you're like me and you have a combination of the three, purple, blue, and green, then you're most likely a neutral undertone. A good way to tell if the jewelry that you wear actually suits your undertone is if you feel like you can wear and look good in it with no makeup on. That means that that color of hardware works best with your coloring. Ultimately, you can totally wear whatever you want. This is just like a quick tip in terms of finding what's harmonious with your complexion. It can also change with the seasons. Like personally for me, when I'm really pale in the winter, I actually like silver jewelry, but in the summer, like right now, I'm a little bit more tan, so I tend to go for gold. I know mixing metals has been very trendy, which is basically where you combine silver and gold in one outfit. And honestly, I think it's super cool when it's done well. However, I would just caution that you make sure that the jewelry style of all the pieces match. If they're all different styles, you don't really have the same unified color to help you out, and it can look more disjointed or less intentional. Okay, now that we've found our preferred hardware, we want to figure out our ideal jewelry style. If you're not sure which style to choose, you just want to lean towards something that complements your clothing style. If you have a classic, elegant, or more traditional style, I would recommend just simply gold or silver hardware. Baddie and streetwear aesthetics will pair really well with chunkier styles or also chrome jewelry. And on the flip side, girly or ultra feminine styles will work really well with pearls or more delicate jewelry pieces. Another really distinct one is if you have a really bohemian or alternative style, you definitely want to try more beaded or crystal jewelry. So yeah, there's like infinite different clothing styles. Those are just a couple of the main ones. But yeah, I hope that helps. If you're a little lost in finding your jewelry style, I think as long as it pairs well with your clothing, then you're good. Another thing to take into account is your height and stature. If you're someone who's really petite, I think you want to stray from really big pieces. What may look normal size with someone with an average height or weight can look extra big on someone who's extra small or petite. If I were to describe my own personal jewelry style, I really like gold pieces that have more of a unique design to them, but they're still minimal, so I'm able to pair them with all my outfits. I love to layer my jewelry to add a lot of interest and texture into my outfits. Layering your jewelry is an amazing way to elevate your outfit, but it can look overdone if you add too many pieces. So for necklaces, I definitely recommend to layer necklaces of different lengths. For instance, if you wear a short chain, you don't want to layer on an equally short chain on top of it, and this can look messy and make it easy for the necklaces to get tangled. So instead, choose necklaces that vary in length. As you can see, I have two chains, and also the style of chain is different. And I think that really elevates the look because it adds a lot of texture if you switch up the type of chain as well. I personally recommend combining a thinner chain with a thicker one. And when I say thicker, the entire chain doesn't have to be thicker, maybe the chain links are just larger. But I would recommend, if you are wearing chains, to keep the chains in the same realm of thickness. For demonstration purposes, I put on these two necklaces that I don't think work quite as well together. As you can see, it doesn't look terrible, and honestly, it kind of just looks like one necklace from far away. But yeah, they're pretty much the same length, so they're not really layered well. And also the silver necklace below is a lot more delicate than the gold chain, so it doesn't really feel like the styles match, and it's not very cohesive. For earrings, I think it depends a lot on how many piercings you actually have. It's important that it works with the rest of your jewelry, especially your necklace. You can kind of think about it that when people see your face, they'll take in your earrings and your necklace at the same time, since they're both so close to each other and to your face, compared to other things like your bracelets or your rings. So that's why it's super important for your earrings and your necklace to complement each other. If you're wearing a really big statement necklace, opt for smaller studs. This way the necklace will have its space to shine, whereas the earrings will just complement. And for longer drop earrings or bigger hoops, I'd recommend smaller or more delicate necklaces. And if you have really big earrings, maybe no necklace at all. We want either the necklace or the earrings to take center stage. Also for earrings, I'd recommend to wear shorter earrings when your hair is down, especially if you have long hair, and save your longer or more statement earrings for when you have an updo and your hair is out of your face. This allows your earrings to really shine and be the focal point, and from like a logistical standpoint, it'll keep your earrings from getting caught in your hair. For more casual outfits, I do recommend maybe studs or smaller hoops, especially hoops since they're still elevated but they're very casual and add movement to your outfit. For more dressy outfits, definitely experiment with pearl or diamond accents. And for these kinds of occasions, this is when your drop or dangly earrings will look best. The jewelry you wear also depends on your neckline. My general rule is the more shoulder exposure you have, the longer of length earrings that you can choose. This is not necessarily the same as cleavage, so if I'm wearing an off-the-shoulder top, I'll normally go for dangly or statement earrings, whereas if I have a higher neck, I tend to wear shorter earrings or smaller hoops. Again, I feel like this prevents your face from looking crowded or your outfit looking overdone, but also in some cases, opposites can attract. If you have a crew neck or just a high neck, then I would recommend actually longer styles. This will help prevent your necklace from slipping under like a short necklace would, and a V-neck will also often pair well with a pendant necklace of a similar shape. If your top has a really intricate neckline or like a lacy detail, I would even recommend omitting the necklace altogether and just pairing it with stronger earrings instead. For rings, there's so much you can play around with. Personally, I wouldn't normally pass 3 rings on each hand, but this is also because my rings aren't particularly delicate. If you layer really thin bands, I bet it's different and you wouldn't look overdone with more than that. But I think if you wear thicker bands like these, if you wear a ring on every single finger, it can start to look a bit much. I do want to show you guys my current rings. If you've watched my channel for a while, I do kind of keep the same rings. It's mainly because I really cultivate a stack that I love. Also, I just got new nails. If you can see, they're little cherries. I thought they'd be really cute for summer. I love to pair a gemstone or diamond ring with a banded ring, and both of these are sort of matching because they both have crystals. This one is from Monica Vanader, and I actually have a coupon code. I'll link it down below. I don't remember the exact code name, but yeah, I'll make sure to link it. This one is from Uncommon James. As you can see, it's basically like little hearts. But these two, as you can see, they kind of match in the sense that they both look like coils. This one is this nail ring from Altered State. This one, which honestly, I think this is my oldest one out of the 4. This one's from Majuri. And this is important for all of your jewelry, but especially for rings. Since they're on your hands and you're always washing your hands or doing things with your hands, it's important to find pieces that won't tarnish or turn your skin green. You definitely want to invest in quality pieces that'll last you for a while, because it'll just be kind of wasteful and cost more if you buy cheaper rings but continue to replace them as they tarnish. But yeah, these brands in general, as well as some that I'll put here, that I really like and I don't feel like tarnish very easily. Also, again, since we're always doing things with our hands, make sure that your ring size is correct, in the sense that you don't want your rings sliding all over the place. I've actually lost quite a couple rings throwing something into like a trash can or something, and then my ring just goes down. But anyways, you just want it to be snug so it just sticks to your hand and you don't have to think about it. The last thing I wanted to touch on was matching jewelry, like in the sense of coordinating sets or matching pieces. This can be like if you have matching gemstones or certain motifs. I personally love heart motifs, but there are so many, like moons, suns, smiley faces, like the list goes on. It can also be where you have the same type of chain for maybe your necklace or your bracelet. Whatever the case, I think pairing these pieces that coordinate so well can really elevate your look. However, to avoid looking too matchy-matchy or overdone, I would recommend not pairing pieces that are matching too close to each other, in the sense that you don't want to have huge heart earrings with a huge heart necklace. Instead, maybe you can pair heart earrings with a heart bracelet or heart ring. The same goes for your bracelets and your rings. Of course you can, and there's nothing wrong with it, but it might look a little overdone if you have something very strongly coordinated close to each other, like with your ring and your bracelet. So if you have a chain bracelet, you can pair it with a chain necklace. You get the idea. Alright guys, that's all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed and maybe found some new ways to pair your jewelry. Like I mentioned, everything that I've shown in this video will get linked in my description. And yeah guys, definitely check out my Instagram and my TikTok if you haven't already. I post a lot of other style content and fashion inspo on there. And if you like this video, definitely subscribe. I'd love to have you here. And as always, please comment any video ideas you'd like to see. I am going to be moving soon. I was thinking about doing moving vlogs, but I'm not sure if I can like mentally handle moving and vlogging at the same time. And also, I'm not sure if you guys would be interested in that since my content is so heavily focused on style. So let me know. But yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!